1秒ありがとうございます
Please give me 1 second. All right, thank you, everyone.
本当にこのステージ与えてもらって本当に感謝しています
I really want to give thanks so that I can have this opportunity to be on this stage.
林文社長リーウェイインターナショナル本当にありがとうございます
Riway International, thank you everyone.
そして、リーウェイジャパン史上初めてリーウェイインターナショナルで日本語でスピーチできるこれも僕はすごく感謝しております
And also as Riway Japan, which is able to be on the Riway International stage. I'm so proud of this. And next, I will use Japanese language to share with you. So please use your translation key to listen to my sharing. So today, when I come from Japan to Malaysia, I actually met something very interesting. So let me share with you first. So today, my topic is attitude is everything. So before the day that I come to Malaysia, one of my member, he or she actually tell me that during the lunch meal, he tell me that you need to good luck to you in Malaysia. And I was talking with the sisters, and we are having this lunch together, and we have this set meal. And during that lunch, we have talked for 1 hour. And those are females that join us, so they will talk about like how to diet in the end. And recently, I am having my diet also, so we actually have the same topic, and we are very interested in this topic as well. So one of the sisters actually say that during summer I want to wear something sleeveless, and another sister say that during the summer I want to wear mini skirt.
And another sister said, when it's summer, I want to wear bikini. After I heard what they shared, and I make a decision, I wanted to slim down by 2 kgs. That's what I made. I decided that I wanted to shed down by 2 kg. Then after that, we have meal, and I went home, and I went home. And on my way to the bus station, I saw this scenario. As I was in a car, just now I mentioned that we wanted to slim down during lunch. Then I look at the scenario. I see the 3 sisters. They said that they want to slim down. And then, however, they actually took the escalator to go down. They didn't walk down the staircase. We know that when we take the staircase down, we will be able to shed away some calories. Our goal was to actually to slim down, to cut down the calorie. As long as you take the staircase, you will be able to cut down. But however, they take the escalator. Isn't that's meaningless? However, these sisters still choose to go by escalator. So you can see that when a person, once they did not make a decision from the bottom of the heart, and you know that in front of them there are only 2 options. You either choose to go by the staircase or by escalator, and you know the result is very clear. You have the options to achieve the result. So when you have the options in front of you, but then you don't choose the right options, so it means that at the bottom of the heart, we did not make a decision to achieve this desire. So I realized something. This is something that I realized. So that's why I say actually, how important is the attitude? And today, the topic is about attitude. And let's take a look at this picture, and we can see that attitude and the skill.
何が必要ですかと
To be successful, what do you need? When we were asked by this question, it actually needs 8% of skill and 99% of attitude. And in the past, I thought that skill was the most important factor in order to be successful. I have learned a lot of skills, and of course, I feel that skills is very important. But now you tell me that the skill only need 1%. But attitude, after listening to the course for a few times, and I realized actually it's not the skill, it's actually about attitude. Attitude is the most important one. As I was talking to people, I really realized the importance of attitude. Since yesterday, I started to realize, since yesterday's seminar, I learned a lot of skill. And we know that when we come to this three-way meeting, there must be something that we can learn. And we can see that in all the meetings in Relay, we can see in each time when we attend the meeting, there are the similar topics to be discussed. Like in Olympic, it's the same thing. The athletes are doing the same thing. They like all these athletes, you can see that these athletes, when they were young, they will be asked, when you were young, how was your skill? They will reply, say that when they were young, there's a lot of gaps in terms of skills. And you can see that as they grown up and become the national athlete, and they realize that in terms of the skill, the gap is not so big anymore. Even though the marathon runner, when they were in competition, the gap of time is only like by seconds. So the higher that you climb, the skill gaps is only very minimal. However, in this minimal gap there will be still people become a winner. Let's say like those full-time athletes, they are going to continue to win. And just now we mentioned that skill is only 1%, but then how come they are still winner then? We can say that it's actually the attitude. 99% are attitude. So at the end, skill is only 1%. Most important thing is the 99% of the attitude. And now, not only about the sports, relay is also similar. Like for example, I want to look for a girlfriend. I will call her and invite her, and I look for a good place, and I wear up nicely. I dress up, and I prepare myself, and I prepare some gift for her. And actually, all these things are the similar skills. Everybody have the same skills to do it, but in order to find the right partner, it's not about this skill. At the end, it's about whether we have the similar and the same attitude. Whether it's sports or exercise. Also, actually, the difference is about the attitude, which is 99% of it. Actually, I'm not sure. Those who like this baseball national team, does anybody know him? And in the baseball competition, he leads the national team. And in U.S.
Major League.
And versus Italy, he is also one of the famous athletes. And why he became famous? That is because he is the lead athlete among the team, and he can score well in the competition, and he is also a pitcher. So whether he is pitching or he is the top on his role. However, is there any other athletes in this type, good athletes in these games? Yes, there are. Actually, there are many athletes who can score that at 160 kilometer, but then there are many athletes who can achieve this. But however, as a similar athlete like him, he can become the top athletes among the other athletes. And I believe that it's because 99% of the attitude is not the skill that determines the result. So we heard Shohei Ohtani said during the training, he was said, once he started to pitch, all the athlete will look at his attitude. And when he started to do the training, he will see that there are many professional athletes will look at him how he played the game, because they want to see how did he train for himself. And I find that what he said is very true. Actually, to watch him playing and training, and there are many people who are not able to face him because everybody can see that his skill is there. They only see that 1% in him. The people respect him because of his skill. When you respect this person, and you will think that you will not be able to go beyond him. So the main point is, the most important thing is that do not look at what is his skill, how he strike. Is to look at his behavior, what is the diet that he take, and who are the people that he approach. Is to observe him positively, how he behave and his lifestyle. And in the TV, you can watch his story in the TV, even his jersey. When he see that the team members, the jerseys is already dirty, he will clean it up for them. And when in the resting room, while they are waiting to be called to the to play the game, and the room is very messy, and Shoko Ohtani, he will pick up all this mess and clean up the area. So you can see that the resting area of this team is very clean. So if you want to win over him, it's not about the skill, it's about the behavior. That is the most important thing. And similarly, for all the leaders in front of the rows here, as you talk to them more often, and I actually feel that when I talk to them, I still feel that the attitude is still very important. So my own goal is to become like them, to have the same attitude, and must become a good person, a positive person. If without that, nobody will want to follow you. But to become a good person, is that you want to become a hero? Actually, it's very easy to say, but it's not easy to practice. But my goal is the same. I want to continue to be a good person, but it's actually difficult. To become a hero is also a very difficult task. If you tell the people around you that, I'm not telling you to become a hero for 24 hours. I'm saying that, when do you need to become a hero? What type of hero? I feel that at this moment, you need to become a hero. At the important moment, you need to become a hero. When your family members need to make a major decision at the time when they are confused, your friends when they are in trouble, or your team members, they have troubles or problems, you need to provide your opinions. And at the moment, if you are able to give a very good opinions and lead them to move forward, at this moment, these people they will become the hero. I know this is something very difficult. Just like what I mentioned, that you need to be responsible for what you say and what you do. And it is also about what you say. Your family members, your friends will, because of your words, they will make their own decision. So at the right moment, you need to come up with the good opinions, and this is very important. So I hope that you must be able to do this. And for this type of person, what type of person are they? Can you imagine what type of person are they? You maybe know him, right? You know this person, right? This is a Superman. So of course everyone have seen him. Is Superman a hero all the time? No. Normally, he is just a normal worker working in the publishing house. And when there's crisis, then only he will take actions.
So at important moment, if you can do something strong, something great, if you can take that action, then you will be the hero. And for attitude, actually there is a lot of elements, so I actually want to compile all these elements. So one of the elements is responsibility. So this is the first one, which is very important in your attitude. So for responsibility in this industry is actually very important as well. So for me, myself, not only in this industry, all right? Regardless which industry you are in, you need to be responsible. Regardless of the F&B industry, and insurance industry, finance industry, regardless of what industry, you need this responsibility. And if we make it to be more exact, actually everyone, since you are born, you need to have the responsibility. Starting when you are a baby, when you are born, that at this time when this baby are born, then they need the responsible to continue to survive in this world. And of course, when they get into school, primary school, secondary school, even though are still young, but they still have their own responsibility. Their responsibility is to learn and to grow well. So learn is the children's responsibility. So until we are an adult, we start to work, then we need more responsibility, right? And when you get married, as you know, you need to actually make commitment with your partner. And when you are a parent, you have responsibility as well. Whether you are a mother, you are a father, you also have your own responsibilities that you need to fulfill. So, and even though you are elder, you also have this responsibility. And even you pass away, you can say that the life that I have lived is the best thing ever. If you can say something like that when you pass away, it's also your own responsibility. So starting from when we are born until we die, we are actually linked to responsibility. And as a Riway member, how does it look like? So at the moment when you join Riway, then you have the responsibility already, because at that time, to important friends of yours, you have already passed the message. From then, you already have that responsibility. This is because for the 5 years ago, when we first joined Riway, at that time, we have our own responsibility. We are unable to pass the thing that we don't know to our downline. So at that time, regardless if there is Riway Japan, when I joined there is no Riway Japan. But when we start to join Riway, our responsibilities arise from then. So at that time, if you join Railway without any responsibilities, then you can't choose Railway. So in order to have responsibilities, we need to learn. So at first, we know that learning, we need to learn. If you don't start to learn, then you can't proceed and you can't move forward. So we need to know about the product, we need to learn about the product, we need to learn about some plans, we need to learn about the system, we need to learn about the company, and we need to learn about the organization, how does it work, we need to learn all this. At that time, every week I spent 6 hours to go to Tokyo to learn. At that time in Tokyo, there is just only one office. So in order to go to Tokyo, I need to take the Shinkansen. So from my house to Tokyo, it's around like 3 hours of journey in order to arrive in Tokyo. But I do it every week. I commute every week. I start from learning. So what product is this? So what plan is that? What kind of company is this? So when I learn all this, then I bring back what I have learned and then I apply it. So you can actually see the photo. There is no one wearing blazers or wearing suit to attend. Actually, at that time, I learned the method of 1 star and then I learned the method of 2 star and then the 3 star and then only I know what is the product, what is the company, and at that time I actually learned together with these members. This is our situation at that time. This is because we have responsibilities. That's why we can proceed, we can continue our journey. If you dislike learning, to be honest, this business is unable to continue. You need to start from learning. And after that, what you need to do? Of course, you want to pass things to others. Yes, it's very easy. But when you want to focus to pass it to others, you need to do the next step, which you need to use your own eyes and your own bodies. And you need to use your own eyes and your body to do it just like today. Just like today in such meeting. So today, you come to such a hall, you use your own eyes to experience, to ensure the meeting. This is very important. So at that time, I go to Singapore immediately to attend the meeting. So you can see at the top left, I am actually in the picture. At that time, I still yet to start wearing blazer. And the middle, who is this? I actually don't know who is he. I forgot who is he. But at that time, I actually saw all the people that wearing blazer and beige. I want to take photo with them because as long as they got the badge, I think that they are actually a great leader. So at that time, I actually want to share with my Japanese member that I saw that there is so great member in Singapore, and I also mentioned that I have lunch with sisters. So I also bring these sisters to Singapore office, and we actually experience it by our own self. And Simon, you can see Simon is here. So I also confirm with Simon what type of company is this. And I heard that Simon is 001 member, so I asked him because this is the fastest way. So it means that in order to be a leader, I have these responsibilities. I ask these questions. I make confirmation. So responsibility is what we have since we born until right now. And when we join railway, then we need to maintain such responsibility. So I think this is very important. And the next one, the second element, gratitude. those that know how to feel gratitude. You need to know how to feel thankful. You need to know how to feel gratitude. So actually it's like very easy. I thank you. It's like very easy to say it out. But today what I would like to share with you is you need to thank someone from deep of your heart, from the deep of your heart. This is the important thing. This is not easy. And of course, we also know that you have your own family members and you actually thank your family members a lot, regardless of the children at your house or some pets, furry pets. So for all these family members, we also have a gratitude heart. And of course, I take myself an example. What I am grateful for, there are two things. Previously, when I was in Tokyo, I shared this story as well. So one of it is I actually would like to give thanks to my wife. Why I would like to give thanks to my wife? Because to be honest, I myself has been in business for like 30 years, and when I got married, of course I did earn money. I have a certain sales performance, but after that I have a lot of debts because the performance is not good. And my wife at that time, because we have children already, but my wife is still pregnant, but she's still working outside. Although it's not a long time, but she is still working outside just because of our baby. And after that, because of my business, finally getting better, and not in a real way, alright? Because previously I was in other industry and I have good performance. And at that time, I told my wife, right now we have no problem. So right now you don't need to go out and work. We have sufficient income right now, so you can just stay at home. You can spend time with family. And at that time, my wife told me, no, I want to work still, because to be honest, for your own business, you don't know what will happen. Not only for you, I also do this for our children, and I still need to work for our children. And after that, my business gone bad again. But my wife continued to work, and after that, I met Railway. So for these 4 or 5 years, actually, I have gain a lot of income that I can provide to my family. And I tell my wife, right now I have totally no problem, so you can just stay at home and live your life and relax. But my wife still answers the same. I will still continue to work. I will still continue to work. This is for myself. This is for myself. So today is actually Sunday, and my wife actually goes to work as well. I thank her from the deep of my heart, from the bottom of my heart. And another person that I would like to give thanks to is, although my wife can't hear this, and I don't really say this in front of my wife. And another person that I would like to give thanks to is Riwei. I thank Riwei from the bottom of my heart in Japan. And around the world, I think it's the same, because everyone know that after COVID-19 that we have been through this pandemic, everyone is suffering. So 90% of my friends actually has bad business, suffering from their own business, because in the shopping in the industry there is a long time, and because of this pandemic, everyone is unsecure towards the future. During these 3 or 4 years, everyone is feeling unsecure. But for the past 4 years, to be honest, I did not even feel unsecure at once. So we just continue to move forward. I just keep this kind of feeling and this kind of mindset. And with such a platform, I can meet such a platform. So my friends in Japan, my team, I can share this platform with them, I can join such a platform. To be honest, I am so grateful. So please give them a big round of applause. I am so grateful on this. And the next one, forgive. What do you mean by forgive? It's like that. You need to have white-hearted. So white-hearted, when you heard it, it's like very simple, but I think it is actually quite difficult. Which means that you need to have white heart. You need to forgive. How can we make ourselves to be white-hearted? So when you want yourself to be white-hearted, you need to have past experience. If you don't have past experience, it's impossible for you to be white-hearted. So what kind of experience do you need to go through? In real way, what experience do we need to go through in order to be white-hearted? We always promote Real to other people, and people will ask this question. And people will complain and say some negative bad words. To be honest, when I heard this, of course I will feel unhappy. And during the journey back home, I will think like, what is he talking about? And of course, I will have complaints toward this person. And after that, when I met the second person, at that time, actually, people say that, oh, you're here to expand your network and you want to tell me this. To be honest, I will feel unhappy as well. And the third, the fourth people. And if people keep telling me the same thing, of course, I will feel unhappy.
And when it comes to fifth person, and he said something like this, I thought that he's going to say the same thing like the previous four person. And actually, I was already expecting things like this. And however, when it comes to 10th person, I have totally numb about it. I have no problem. When it comes to the 15th person, even though I was rejected, I was being complained, I can give them, I'm able to respond to their complaint. From the first to the 50th person, I said the same thing. And people even ask me, are you a scammer? Is it that because of you want to expand your network? Actually, from the first to the 50th person is the same. They give me the same complaint, but what changes is me. I have been through so much of difficulties and all these difficult words. And after I heard all this, I have heard all these words. I feel that maybe I have become white-hearted, and I have become white-hearted. When I become white-hearted, whatever that we heard, we need to constantly speak positively. But however, when we heard something negative, when it comes to something negative, how are you going to able to digest and adapt to all these negative matters? This is what I meant by white-hearted. This is the most important thing. When we become white-hearted, why we need to make our heart white-hearted? Because when it's wider, your goal will become bigger. In the next step, let's say when you want to climb a higher mountain, when you have a bigger goal, you must make your heart wider. And in the process of this, you will meet a lot of unhappy matters. But however, all this unhappiness, I will still face it happily. In the past, I only accept the good things. But this will not make my heart wider and will not increase my knowledge. Even though I'm being complained, I heard a lot of unhappy things. Now I am able to digest it and accept it. And I realize that I'm growing gradually. Actually, my heart is still very narrow. I still feel that way. And after I came into Riway, I accumulated my experiences because I'm able to be in front now. Even though I'm sitting in front now, I still feel that my heart is not wide enough. And before this, I still feel and realize that my heart is not wide. In December, Riway brought me to Switzerland. At that moment, I have seen this mountain, and I've seen this Mont Blanc mountain, which is so huge. I feel that I'm so small. And then I feel that I still need to continue to learn, to make myself to grow in my journey. And if I want to continue to grow, so which platform is the best? When I went back to Japan, I continued to think. After I think much, Riway is the best platform for me to grow. Okay, let's take a look at next. Okay, so it's to contribute, to give. We like to hear about give. Actually, it's not easy to do it. When we say contribute, that we want to contribute to our society, to our family, to the company. Of course, it's easy to say. However, to say and to do are two different things. When we talk about contribution, we are not asking for any return. It's just like investment. Let's say I invest and you will expect some return. When you are looking for the return, and this is not called contribution. Contribution is known as is to go after for certain things. It's not asking for any return. This is not contribution if you are asking for a return. So what is contribution actually? Firstly, there are people who say money. Let's say like of giving money. Donation. People say 10 ringgit, $10 is money, $100 is a money. Whichever amount is the money. It's not just about this donation. It's not that difficult to do this because you can contribute according to your ability. So I think this financial contribution is not that difficult. But the second type of contribution is difficult. That is time. Contribute the time. It seems to be easy, but actually it's very difficult. We always hear that, hey, you're already here and listen to our speakers and come and listen. And when you listen to the speakers, you need to contribute your time. So everybody are doing the same thing. Actually, in a day, everybody has 24 hours every day. And in that 24 hours, we need to sleep. We need to eat. We need to shower. And even go to toilet. And of course, people who work, they need to have time for work. So in a day, you have the personal time that you have is only very little, and there's only very little of that. And this time that you can use freely is very limited. And actually, this time, and most of the people want to use it for their own. And when we make use of this time, let's say to support the team, and for the team, we contribute our time. If we were to use it this way, and I realize that we are contributing the time, that is something very great. And what is the third type of contribution? That is your experiences. When we contribute, share our knowledge, I think this is also something that is very good. The knowledge, the experiences is accumulated over the years. And it's through our own learning, our experiences. Therefore, we come up with all this knowledge and experiences with all this accumulation, we are able to contribute to others. But are you able to do it? It is something very difficult. However, me and my team and my partners, I still hope that they are able to be successful. So therefore, I'm willing to contribute. I'm willing to contribute my knowledge and share with them. And I'll contribute my time, my money, my wisdom, my experiences. All this can be contributed. However, what about in Riway? Just like you are here today attending this meeting, everyone here, we know that Riway has spent so much money to organize this meeting, even though like for our meals, breakfast, lunch, or even though your tea break. Do you know how much has the company spent on this? Can you imagine? And this is organized once in every 3 months in every corner of the world. So we feel that this amount must be a lot. And even then, it involved time as well. In order to organize such meeting, whether it's Riway's employees, or even our CEO, they have to spend so much time and they have to prepare months ahead for the meeting. They contributed their time and start the planning. And actually, I believe yesterday until today, this morning, all the workers, including our CEO, they have already spent a lot of time to organize this meeting and make use of their experiences. Our boss has accumulated 15 years of experiences. Actually, they are contributed wholeheartedly and share with us wholeheartedly. And they have done so much of contributions, but did boss ask any return from us? Does he really wish to get any return from us? All these Riway's workers, are they really want to get anything, any return from you? And therefore they have to work from morning until now. They actually work for every one of us. They contributed a lot. So that's how I feel about all their contribution. Let's give all our Riway, our CEO, our workers here thanks to their contribution. Next is kindness. What is kindness? Being a good person? A very good person? When we are building our network, we know that we need to be a good person. That is very important. So, is it easy to be a nice person? No, it's not. Just now I've mentioned a lot. From our own action, our words, from our daily words and our action, how can we become a nice person? Yeah, that is very important. Let's say when we come to this meeting, I will always observe others. I was looking for good and nice person. Where are they? Where are these kind people? Why? Why I want to do this? Because we are in Riway. When we are in Riway, I wish to I wish to make my members they also become nice and kind people. And when I'm on the road, I was looking for a nice and kind people to become my members.
このような
Even though people who are not known to me directly, I think you might know this person, right? He is a very famous artist in US Hollywood. His name is Keanu Reeves. He is very famous in the entertainment industry. How famous is he?
映画でスピードマトリックス
Actually,
有名な映画で莫大なお金をいただいて
he has played many roles in many movies,
行動してるんですか
and he also has earned a lot from his movies. But how is his normal behavior when he's normal?
バイクで
He just live normally. He didn't go with luxurious car. He just go by bus wherever he goes.
誕生日と聞くとすぐにケーキ
And normally, when he is shooting a film, and as long as there are any employees who is having birthday, he will buy a birthday cake for them and celebrate birthday for the employees.
確かマトリックスっていう映
In 1990,
画収入の 70%
The Matrix.
the movie Matrix.
全て
I remember he shoot in this movie and he donated 70% of his income. And we know that to shoot the movie they involve many employees and
ロレックスの時計
and he took some money from his income to buy this Rolex watch to give it to these employees and celebrate the joy together. And I believe that these employees are not expecting any in return. Why he wants to do this? Because he himself has these experiences before. When he lost his own children,
そして兄弟が白血病になりそのような経験をして
and his family members and and his brothers and sisters who suffer from sickness, anemia, the leukemia. And because of all these experiences, then only he becomes a kind and nice person.
このような
However, in the whole world,
たくさんいると
is there anybody who has a similar experiences like him? Yes, there will be many people who has the similar experiences like him. However, will everybody become nice and kind person like him? Actually, there are many people who are not able to become like this because after all these experiences and become nice. And how is he different from others? It's because of his attitude.
違うから彼はこの業界
Just that because his attitude is different, that's why he is so successful in the industry and in the entertainment industry. So how are we going to determine if they are success in their industry? But as what I say, 99% of your attitude can define your success. Like the baseball player is actually based on the 99% to define his success. And when we are doing this networking, and in the end, what is it? Your attitude is the most important thing.
これを見たものは全て映画の
So for all of this that we are looking at right now,
することが
it's actually what we see in the movie. So we also know that when we want to get in touch into this world, it's very hard. But for those that are here, we don't need to become a actor. As long as we have the same attitude, then these people are actually beside you. It's in Malaysia, it's in Kuala Lumpur, it's in this hall, it's people beside you. They have the same attitude. So which is our CEO, Mr. Lim Boon Hong. So Mr. Lim Boon Hong is actually our boss.
日本語でスピーチなので
So today, because I'm using Japanese to share, so probably some part I can't really convey the message, but I think I can stand up here and share with you the topic. I really thank you for this opportunity.